2022, risen a heavy set drive, a high resolution, spirit starting to sag. I'm checking the uptime, I'm checking the loss, lost in the 8K clinical falls. The muscles are heavy, the signal is thin, watching the digital winter settle under my skin. I've carried the volume, I've carried the wire, under a hollow and clinical sky. There's a grit in the gearing, a catch in the soul, watching the high fidelity emptiness roll. I'm a functional statue, a bone-dry trace, with a high definition mask on a desolate face. It's not a collapse, it's not a defeat, just a gradual cooling on a high gloss street. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause my heart feels tired, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, my heart feels tired beyond all belief. Maybe the exhaustion is a blessing or grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause my heart feels tired, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, my heart feels tired beyond all belief. My heart feels tired. Rafters are creaking like they're trying to speak in a language of always. it's turning so weak. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the light is turning thin, waiting for the place where the damage started in. I can still hear the never, I can still hear the stay, bouncing off the walls in a jagged silver wave. They aren't just memories, they aren't just the past. They're a physical weight that was never meant to last. I tried to drown them out with the static and the hum, waiting for a silence that is never gonna come. But every time I breathe, I hear the ghost of a vow, tangled in the wires of the then and the now. You said you'd be the mountain, you said you'd be the light, before you left me hollow in the middle of the night. Now I'm a museum of secrets, a gallery of just, watching every holy word turn into the dust. 'Cause broken promises still echo, piece by hollow piece, with no more room for maybe and no mercy for release. A frequent failure of failure, a signal in the dark, extinguishing the flicker of a final dying spark. The house is full of noise now, the world is turning black. Broken promises still echo, and there's no way to take them back. Maybe if I scream them, the vibration will finally set into the quiet nothingness of everything I forget. But the ink is in the marrow, and the ink is in the deep, following the failures that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to the almost, a victim of the line, living in a spirit that is no longer mine. 'Cause broken promises still echo, piece by hollow piece, with no more room for maybe and no mercy for release. A frequency of failure, a signal in the dark, extinguishing the flicker of a final dying spark. The house is full of noise now, the world is turning black. Broken promises still echo, and there's no way to take them back. You said always, I can still hear it, the echo. Didn't use a filter, I didn't use a mask. I took on the weight of every 8K task. A 2026 devotion, unscripted and raw, outside the limits of the digital law. I gave you the marrow, I gave you the bone, the only material I've ever known. A high resolution pulse in a grayscale room before the clinical shadows started to bloom. The world was a sequence of maybe and might, but I was a beacon in the middle of night. A high fidelity friction, a bone dry yes, in this high definition, beautiful mess. I didn't hold a fraction, I didn't hold a part of the hollowed out mapping of my internal heart. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I loved you truly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no darling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I loved you truly, beyond all belief. Maybe the transparency is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I loved you truly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no darling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I loved you truly, beyond all belief. I loved you truly. I was a heartbeat in a world that only understands the click. The echo in the ribcage is a clinical white sound, like a marble rolling on the cold and frozen ground. I've pumped the chambers dry, I've drained the oxygen, waiting for the feeling to never start again. But the weight is in the spirit, the weight is in the ghost, guarding over everything that I needed the most. It's a different kind of physics, it's a different kind of toll, when the heart is just a vacuum, but the iron's in the soul. I can walk across the floorboards without a single trace, just a physical collection of the nothing in this space. But my shoulders are all leaning, pulled toward the grid, and I'm the only person left to keep a watch on it. The blood is turning hollow, the blood is turning thin, revealing every secret and the state that I am in. I'm a resident of almost, a citizen of just, a body made of logic and a spirit made of rust. 'Cause the heart is empty, but the soul is heavy now, tangled in the wires of a long and broken vow. One is out of rhythm, the other's out of line, dragging through the center of a long and lonely night. No more hero in the marrow, no more fire in the chest, just the weight that's staying heavy while the heart is laid to rest. Maybe if I shed it, I could finally be free from the crushing gravity of the you and of the me. But the soul is far too steady, and the soul is far too deep, following the failures that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to these knots, a victim of the line, watching as the borders finally align. 'Cause the heart is empty, but the soul is heavy now, tangled in the wires of a long and broken vow. One is out of rhythm, the other's out of line, dragging through the center of a long and lonely night. No more hero in the marrow, no more fire in the chest, just the weight that's staying heavy while the heart is laid to rest. Hollow chest, leaden soul, heart empty. Didn't use a filter, I didn't hide the flaw, I live the devotion outside the digital law. A physical commitment, unscripted and deep, guarding the promises I was meant to keep. The rain hits the window with a clinical sound. In this quiet room where no echoes are found, I stood in the center, I stood in the glare, breathing the weight of the January air. The world was a sequence of maybe and if. I was the mountain, I was the cliff. The guitar is humming a low voltage sting. The quiet is trauma that the darkness can bring. I'm checking the vitals, I'm checking the chart, mapping the friction in a digital heart. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I love with unabsorbing the fall, a permanent stillness answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no darling, just a simple relief. The weight of your memory beyond all belief. Maybe the standing is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I love with honor. I love with honor.
I packed the cardboard boxes and I taped them to the brim, trying to drown the logic in the ghost of every hymn. I threw away the sweater with the scent of pine and rain, thinking I could sanitize the rhythm of the pain. I moved to a new city where the streets don't know my name, but every sunset in the window looks exactly just the same. I'm a fugitive of always, a runner from the worst, acting like a shadow just because. I filled up every evening with the static and the noise, with a hollow conversation of the digital made boys. I drank the bitter coffee and I swallowed every pill to find a way to make the heavy heartbeat finally still. But you're a chemical in the marrow, you're a splinter in the soul, a permanent reminder of a loss of all control. I'm a resident of never, a citizen of just, watching every holy vow turn into the dust. I tried to forget, I tried to wipe the slate, but you can't outrun the damage of a self-inflicted fate. Every door I open, every road I choose is just another version of the life I'm gonna lose. It's a clinical haunting, a sterile kind of end. I tried to forget, but I've no heart to mend. Maybe if I lose my mind, the record will finally skip, and I can let the forever finally lose its grip. But the ink is far too steady, and the ink is far too deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'll stay here in the vacuum, I'll stay here in the blur, looking for a version of the man I thought we were. still there. I remember everything I tried. The ceiling is a heavy sheet of gray above my head, watching every maybe turn to iron and to lead. I've walked the length of every room and counted every floor, trying to find the person that I was once before. But the engine's out of oxygen, the fire's out of spark. I'm just a hollow battery in the middle of the dark. My knees are finally giving out, the iron's turning thin, letting all the heavy finally rush in. I've carried every secret, I've carried every debt, in the slow and steady rhythm of a permanent regret. I've patched up all the fissures with a handful of the dust, in a body made of logic and a heart of broken trust. But the marrow's getting tired and the nerves are turning gray, watching every reason simply bleed and fade away. It's not a sudden breaking, it's a slow and steady end. I'm just tired of the pieces I can no longer mend. I'm just tired of hurting, tired of the climb, of trading all my heartbeat for $1 and for time. No more always in the marrow, no more forever in the soul. Just the cold and steady logic of a loss of all control. The reservoir is empty, the light is finally gone. I'm tired of hurting and waiting for the dawn. Maybe being finished is the only way to heal, away from every rhythm and the things I have to feel. But the void is far too steady and the void is far too deep, following the failures that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to the exhaustion, a victim of the just, watching every holy vow turn into the dust. I'm just tired of hurting, tired of the climb, of trading all my heartbeat for $1 and for time. No more always in the marrow, no I check the vitals, I check the core, but I don't recognize the 8K floor. A Twilight 26 rewiring, a clinical shift, watching the high fidelity remnants drift. It wasn't a spark and it wasn't a flame, just a total erasure of my original name. The logic is altered, the mapping is new, recalibrated by the absence of you. The marrow is heavy, the signal is bent by the weight of the pressure and the time that we spent. I'm a high definition study in a total rebuild, searching for the spaces that the silence has filled. A microscopic mutation, a bone-dry trace on the functional mask of a desolate face. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause love changed everything inside, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love changed everything inside, beyond all belief. Maybe the mutation is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause love changed everything inside, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love changed everything inside, beyond all belief. Love changed everything inside. Didn't hit the surface, it didn't leave a scar, just a high resolution vibration from afar. A microscopic fracture in the fading light, engraved in the center of the middle of a night. The piano is thudding, a clinical beat, tracing the logic of a bone-dry defeat. It's a structural failure, a deep-etched trace on the functional mask of a desolate face. The marrow is heavy, the signal is thin. Watching the internal winter settle under my skin. The violin is screaming a low voltage strain, documenting the logic and the state of the stain. I gave you the blueprints, I gave you the core, until I didn't recognize my own ghost anymore. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause love hurt me deeply, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love hurt me deeply, beyond all belief. Maybe the bruising is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. Love hurt me deeply, keys are on the counter, but the ring is in the drawer. A cold and silver witness to the shifting of the floor. I was waiting in the kitchen for the sound of the return, watching for the flicker of the wood I meant to burn. But the driveway's just a desert, perfectly level and black, with no more human signals to lead the rhythm back. You didn't leave a letter, you didn't leave a sign, just a sudden expiration of this hollow heart of mine. I check the older crowds just to hear the middle ground, to find the jagged place where the silence could be found. It wasn't a slow motion fading of the spark, it was a sudden hollowing, a plunging into dark. The air is made of iron, the
'Cause love left without goodbye, in the middle of a breath, a quiet kind of murder, a clean and sterile death. No footprints on the gravel, no wreckage on the floor, just the permanent devotion of a lock upon the door. The reservoir is empty, the world is turning black, love left without goodbye, and I can't get it back. Maybe if it screamed at me, I'd know how to begin to find the jagged fissures and the state that I am in. But the void is perfectly level, and the void is perfectly deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to these knots, a victim of the line, watching as the borders finally align. 'Cause love left without goodbye, in the middle of a breath, a quiet kind of murder, a clean and sterile death. No footprints on the gravel, no wreckage on the floor, just the permanent devotion of a lock upon the door. The reservoir is empty, the world is turning black, love left without goodbye, and I can't get it back. No final words, still waiting for the sound without goodbye.
The paint is peeling back in ribbons from the kitchen wall, but the way you used to stand there hasn't changed at all. I've scrubbed the fingerprints, I bleached the wooden floor, I've even changed the heavy lock upon the bedroom door. But you're a chemical in the air, a shadow in the gray, finding all the logic in the middle of the pain. I'm looking for a blameless, I'm looking for a gray, but the colors of our always simply refuse to fade away. Closed my eyes so tight, I saw the static turn to red, tangled in the wires and the ghosts inside my head. I could still feel the texture of your sweater on my arm, a phantom kind of safety and a hollow kind of charm. The logic says you're gone now, the calendar is thin, but the winter of your presence is still settled in my skin. I'm a library of us, a museum
the small, watching every memory lean against the wall. 'Cause the memories refuse to fade, they're etched into the bone, a permanent collection of the things I've never known. No matter where I wander, no matter where I hide, they're the only living things that are left inside. A clinical haunting, a sterile kind of end. Memories refuse to fade, with no heart left to mend. Maybe if I lose my mind, the record will finally skip, and I can let the forever finally lose its grip. But the ink is far too steady, and the ink is far too deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to the remember, a victim of the line, watching as the borders finally align. 'Cause the memories refuse to fade, they're etched into the bone, a permanent collection of the things I've never known. No matter where I wander, no matter where I hide, they're the only living things that are left inside. A clinical haunting, a sterile kind of end. Memories refuse to fade, with no heart left to mend. Still living, still sharp, won't go away. The frame is tilted slightly on the table by the bed, a silent silver archive of the things we never said. I used to wipe the surface every time I'd walk on by, but now I let the winter settle underneath the sky. It's a thin and gray collection, it's a veil across your eyes, watching every always turn to half-remembered lies. I'm a resident of static, I'm a citizen of grit, staring at the logic of a man who's finally quit. The sunlight hits the atoms as they dance within the room, a million tiny ghosts emerging from the purple gloom. They land upon your shoulder, they land upon your head, a permanent reminder that you aren't really there. If I touch the glass now, I'll leave a jagged human mark, a sudden flash of memory in the middle of the dark. So I'll leave the record dirty, I'll leave the surface dim, guarding over nothing but a shadow of a hymn. There's just dust on your glass, a blanket made of gray, watching all the colors simply bleed and fade away. The longer that I wait here, the harder it is to see the version of the woman who used to be with me. It's a museum of silence, it's a library of stone, with just the dust on your glass, and me here all alone. Maybe the gray is mercy, maybe the gray is kind. A way to blow the edges of the heart I left behind. I'll let the layers thicken, I'll let the world go white. Until you're just a ghost in the middle of the night. No more sharp reminders, no more standing in the gaze, just the quiet settlement of these long and dusty days. There's just dust on your glass, a blanket made of gray, watching all the colors simply bleed and fade away. The longer that I wait here, the harder it is to see the version of the woman who used to be with me. It's a museum of silence, it's a library of stone, with just the dust on your glass, and me here all alone. Don't wipe it away. Gray on gold, dust on your glass. The architecture's broken, the gravity's gone. In the cold and hollow light of the early dawn, I'm parsing the wreckage, I'm reading the blur of the high definition man that I used to work. The rain hits the window with a clinical sound, in this quiet room where no echoes are found. A high fidelity fracture, a bone dry retreat, leaving a heavy set ghost on a grayscale street. Is harsh and the resolution is cold, measuring a story that's already been told. The guitar is humming a low voltage stain, the quietest trauma that the darkness can bring. I'm checking a structural failure in my
my chest, watching the midnight shadows do the rest. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. Scares of love left heartless, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief, the weight of your memory beyond all Maybe the scarring is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. Love left heartless, The latch is loose, the glass is up an inch or two, a tiny little gateway for a ghost of something new. I'm sitting in the kitchen as the curtains start to sway, watching every bit of warmth simply bleed and fade away. The neighbor's dog is barking at the shadows in the street, while the frost begins to settle on the rhythm of my feet. I know you aren't coming, I know the road is black, but I'm leaving out a signal in case you wander back. The papers on the table are all shivering in the draft, a document of never on a lonely wooden raft. I remember how you shiver when the breeze began to bite. Now I'm leaning into every gust in the middle of the night. The oxygen is jagged and the air is turning thin, like the white and quiet winter that has settled in my skin. I'm a caretaker of nothing, I'm a student of the cold, waiting on a story that's already been told. I left the window open, but the world is staying out, leaving me with nothing but the if I close it, the healing can begin, and I can find the human logic underneath the skin. But the air is far too steady and the air is far too deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. So I'll let the winter in now, I'll let the mercury drop. I've got a lonely vigil that the ice can't stop. I left the window open, but the world is staying out, leaving me with nothing but the shadow of a doubt. An invitation for the silence, a welcome for the rain, finding all the rhythm in the middle of the pain. The house is getting freezing, the lights are getting dim, just the window and the hollow of the moon. And the ghost of him. It's so cold, but it's open, just in case. Compass is spinning in the palm of my hand, like a ghost looking for a place to land. I've walked the same 4 blocks since the sun went down at 5, just trying to feel the rhythm of a man who's still alive. The street lights are bleeding into circles of gray, watching every maybe simply wash away. I used to know the logic of the here and the there, before I found the vacuum in the winter-colored air. I remember when your heartbeat was the north on my map, before the heavy silence fell like a thunderclap. Now the grid is just a puzzle and the map is just a lie, reflecting back the where and reflecting back the why. I'm a pilot without a signal, a sailor without stars, locked inside the rhythm of these tired moving cars. I'm a resident of almost, a citizen of none, standing in the wreckage of a life that's finally done. I'm lost without you, in the middle of the dark, extinguishing the flicker of a final tiny spark. No coordinates for the spirit, no exit for the soul, just the cold and steady logic of a loss of all control. The world is wide open, but the door is firmly shut. I'm lost without you, and it's the deepest kind of cut. Maybe if I stop walking, the world will finally set into the quiet nothingness of everything I forget. But the pavement is a monster, and the pavement is a deep, following the failures that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to the motion,
a victim of the line, watching as the borders finally align. I'm lost without you, in the middle of the dark, extinguishing the flicker. We'll finally send each spark. No coordinates for the spirit, no exit for the soul, just the cold and steady logic of a loss of all control. The world is wide open, but the door is firmly shut. I'm lost without you, and it's the deepest kind of cut. Which way is home? I don't recognize this street. I'm lost. The signal went dark, the screen went to gray, but I kept the light on for one more day. A physical stubbornness, unscripted and deep, guarding the promise I was meant to keep. The rain hits the window with a clinical sound, in this quiet room where no echoes are found. I'm sitting perfectly motionless here in the chair, breathing the weight of the January air. The data said static, the marrow was cold, mapping a story that was already told. The guitar is humming a low voltage sting, the quietest trauma that the darkness can bring. I checked the horizon, I checked the display, waiting for a warmth that was drifting away. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I stayed holding hope, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief, the weight of your memory beyond all belief. Maybe the waiting is a blessing, a grace.
a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. A permanent king in a desolate town. I stayed holding hope. The walls were high-res, but the signal was thin. I felt the 2026 winter settle under my skin. A clinical warning, a low voltage hum, waiting for the high fidelity chaos to come. I checked the encryption, I checked the seal, but I couldn't find the logic I was supposed to feel. It wasn't a threat and it wasn't a blow, just the 8K fear that the sensors would show. I walked on the glass of a digital floor, guarding the frame of an unlatched door. A high definition study in absolute dread, tracing the hollows in the back of my head. I looked for the shelter, I looked for the light, in the clinical center of the January night. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. Love didn't feel safe, absorbing the fall. A permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love didn't feel safe, beyond all belief. Maybe the panic is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the arcs, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause love didn't feel safe, absorbing the fall. A permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love didn't feel safe, beyond all belief. Love didn't feel safe,
checked the specs, I checked the bill, searching for the space that I once filled. A 2026 deficit, a high-res lag, watching the shadows gather in the stack. I used to believe I was the total sum before the high-fidelity doubt had come. Now I'm a variable that doesn't quite fit in the clinical center of the dark of it. The date is harsh, the resolution is cold, measuring a story that's already been told. I'm a high-definition study and not quite there, a clinical ghost in the stagnant air. I miss the conviction, the solid-state pride, before the logic and the feeling collided. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I miss feeling enough, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I miss feeling enough, beyond all belief. Maybe the hollow is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I miss feeling enough, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I miss feeling enough, beyond all belief. I miss feeling enough. I am a 99% signal in a world that only wants the 100. Rope is fraying in the center of my palm, in the middle of the wreckage, in the middle of the calm. I've been standing on this cliffside since the summer turned to gray, watching every maybe simply bleed and fade away. You let go of the anchor, you let go of the light, just a disappearing shadow in the middle of the night. But I'm still pulling on the ghost of what we used to be, drowning in the logic of the you and of the me. knuckles are all white now. My heart is made of lead, carrying the burden of the words we never said. I thought if I stayed steady, I thought if I stayed strong, I could finally find the place where the better parts belong. But the weight is in the marrow, and the weight is in the deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm a resident of almost, a citizen of just, in a body made of iron, turning slowly into dust. I held on alone while the world went to black, with no one on the other side to pull the signal back. A solitary bridge, a museum of the way, locked inside the silence of a self-inflicted fate. The fire's out of oxygen, the world is turning cold. I held on alone to a story that was already told. Maybe if I drop it, the silence will finally set into the quiet nothingness of everything I forget. But the grip is in the spirit, and the grip is in the soul, a permanent reminder of the loss of all control. I'm a slave to the forever, a victim of the line, watching as the borders finally align. I held on alone while the world went to black, with no one on the other side to pull the signal back. A solitary bridge, a museum of the way, locked inside the silence of a self-inflicted fate. The fire's out of oxygen, the world is turning cold. I held on alone to a story that was already told. My hands are so tired. You weren't there. I held on. The count is at 0, the sensors are white, with nothing left to cover and nothing to hide. I didn't keep a backup, I didn't save a trace, just reflected the light from your functional face. The rain hits the window with a clinical sound. In this quiet room where no echoes are found, I handed over the marrow, the spirit and the core, until there was nothing to knock for anymore. The data says empty, the marrow is thin, watching the internal winter settle under my skin. The guitar is humming, a low voltage sting, the quietest trauma that the darkness can bring. I gave you the blueprints, the volume and the soul, watching the high fidelity emptiness roll. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I gave more than absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. The weight of your memory beyond all belief.